Howdy there, I'm leesusss. Welcome back to the Talos Principle 2. Took far too long on puzzle number 4 after destroying the first 3. Let's see how I do on this one. Twice. I did the last one about 8 times. Accumulator, jammer, and inverter. Let's go for a jammer. I'm jamming. No, I should be jamming. I'm not jamming. There we go. Now I'm jamming. There we go. Let's jam from out here. That way we've got... Oh, that isn't going to work. Which one is this? Is this the final step? That's the final... Okay, we don't have to worry about that. We've got... The point is we've got 2 items now. We can jam that. And then we could jam this. We need the red. Oh, no. Don't be silly. Like that, see? And we'll switch this for a what? An accumulator? No, an inverter. Must be an accumulator, then an inverter. How about that? The good thing about the accumulator is once we've done this, we don't need this anymore because we've got the energy stored, but then we still need to invert it. And this is 2 things to go through. So what we can do is how do I jam and invert? Let's have a think. I'm thinking where we set something up and then we set something up is what I'm thinking. No, I think we keep... I think we want the other one actually. How about this? We trap ourselves in there is what I'm thinking. Can we even do that? I'm trying to think how we can trap ourselves in there and then have... No, we can't because this one still needs to be a jammer. Something like this. I'll like put this in here. And I still get jammed like that. How do we do... There's nothing else to do over here. Yeah, we've done it. We've done what we need to do. Oh! How about this? We want to change this to blue. Okay? So... Can I do that? Can I change it so that it's now... This is what I want to do. I want to do... But how do I do it so that I keep the... I can do this fine, yeah, there we go. So I discharge this. Ah, there we go. I switch that out for a jammer here. Like that. I want another jammer here. Now I want to do the same thing where I'm going to trap myself again. Like this, we do that. We switch for this. We do that for there, we do this, and we do this. There we go. Yeah, the obvious answer is to say, oh, I've got an accumulator and an inverter, therefore I must have those two objects with me to do this. But of course you can't do that because it's just not possible with the two force fields. Yeah. So what's the alternative solution? And that's what we got to. Which is fine. Number 6. Here we go. Oh, some very grand structures around here. A lot more height. A misty morning. It's like I feel like the sun's just burning away the mist. Up and down. Okay, we can fire ourselves in various directions. Whee! And up here we have an RGB switcher or whatever. We have a cube. Give me your cube. Oh, it's a switch. It's a switcheroo. And we have the answer, which needs blue. We need blue into there. We have a green projector, a green emitter. So we need the block to lift ourselves over. Not necessarily, actually. We don't need to need the block. We could have an emitter up here, couldn't we? Is there a red coming from somewhere? Is there a red? Because we can take green and red to make blue. But I'm not seeing a red. Am I missing something here? Am I missing part of the solution? No, it's a switcheroo. Oh, it's just an inverter, isn't it? So we're going to change the green to a... We're going to change the green to a red. No, we're going to change the blue to a red using the inverter. Am I talking out of my bum-bums? I am! No, it's over here. Look, there it is. We want to make... Yes, we use the inverter to make that as red. We combine the red and the green to make blue. That's the final answer that goes into here. Right, so there's the inverter to do that. We don't necessarily need a block. We might do. Do we need that? Why would they offer it to us if we didn't need it? Oh yeah, that's going to combine the two things. So I need two objects in hand. But I've only got one object in hand. I've only got this. I've only got the thing, and I need a second object. Am I missing another object? Blue and green makes red. That's not helpful. Can I take bits off this fan? Oh! I probably can. I can. I can take the fans apart. So we can use that. And we take this apart as well. We only need that when we grab that. We don't need that as a start. We probably need this. No. Like that. Do we need the block? Oh, I need the fan. Put that back. We're gonna get up there. There we go. We go over here. We switch those two out. And then... We don't need this anymore, so we're going to use this to do its switch out, like that. And then we're going to invert the blue to a red. I'm not sure this is the right position, actually. I don't think we can reach everything here. Ah, I see. I thought I was going to go from above to do all these things. Because I can make blue, but I can't get the blue to reach here. So we can now take the other fan apart, can't we? But we can't get up there anymore if we do that. Can we? I want the block back. So I need this fan to get up there and change something. I wonder if this is relevant actually up here. This height here? Because we don't need the... If we can do this, we can see both lights. Can we ignore the block entirely? Does that solve things? So we've got blue and green, which come together to make red, and then we invert to blue. Is that the answer? We could project down to here because we can get enough height. It's just weird to have this here, and I can't find any other solution to this. But we're still stuck with... no, it doesn't actually help. No, not there. Yeah. Okay, so... But now we need to put something up to there. And this is always the problem. I've got nothing to change, nothing to exchange for that. My only purpose here is to switch the block, leave the block up here. That's my only purpose for doing this, yeah. And then we do this, and then we do this. This is the answer, isn't it? It's taken me so bloody long to get here, but this is the answer. Working on solving puzzle for more than 20 minutes. Oh, thanks very much, game, for pointing that out. It's because I went away for a while talking to my son making food. But still, that's quite rude. That is quite rude. It did take me a lot of fiddling around, but not that long. The problem was I was so focused on, like, replacing one of the fans with the object up there.
How many cities there are out there under the ocean? Cities where people lived for thousands of years. Cities with their own history, their own culture. All of it lost under the waves. If they'd been less greedy, they could have kept all that.
I don't think we can pass moral judgment on an entire species based on the decisions of a handful of leaders. But I do think they made a mistake. They stopped caring about what they built. They stopped seeing the romance of civilization.
Money. Money and power, that's all they care about. So, yeah, I was so focused on like taking one of those fan pieces and somehow getting up there so I could switch the fan and have the block available as well. Then I finally realised I didn't need the block. That was the key point, was realising I didn't need the block. That weird structure on top of the platform, that's what I need to use to get that height to look over the thing. I got too blinkered onto one thing, was the problem. Anyway, but telling me I took too long to answer a puzzle, really rude. I don't like that at all, but there you go. Poisonous humidity. There we go. G.K. Chesterton again. What we suffer from today is humility in the wrong place. Modesty has moved from the organ of ambition. Modesty has settled upon the organ of conviction, where it was never meant to be. A man was meant to be doubtful about himself, but undoubting about the truth. True. This has been exactly reversed. You know what? I've never read G.K. Chesterton, but I agree with that. And there's the part of man that does assert itself is exactly the part he ought not to assert himself. The part he doubts is exactly the part he ought not to doubt. The divine reason. Huxley preached a humility context to learn from nature, but the new sceptic is so humble that he doubts if he can even learn. Thus we should be wrong if we had said hastily that there is no humility typical of our time. The truth is that there is a real humility typical of our time. It so happens it is practically a more poisonous humility than the wildest protestations of the ascetic. The old humility was a spur that prevented the man from stopping, and a nail in his boot that prevented him from going on. But the old humility made a man doubtful about his efforts, which might make him work harder. But the new humility makes a man doubtful about his aims, which will make him stop working altogether. Miranda, I'm not sure I fully understand it either, but for the sake of the video, I will reread it off cam. Excursion. It's incredible, but there's an entire submerged town just off the coast. Surprisingly well preserved. I want to go and see it. Sailing over it, I finally understood what the ancients meant by eerie. I obviously couldn't have the kind of psychological response they did, physiological response they did, but I think the mental response was pretty close. A contradictory response, part melancholy, part fascination. It's strange how tragedy and destruction made the beauty of civilization more obvious. P.S. A deer got into the maintenance area and made a huge mess. Sorry, I'll clean it. P.P.S. I may have been feeding it. The deer are so skitterish now. Truly scared of man, probably scared of man again. I'm surprised you were able to get it to come near to you at all, Founding. Sorry, sipping tea. Founding of New Jerusalem, again. The most recent one, number 6. Cornelius and Sarai went back to the dam today. Who've been holding off constructing any new humans to concentrate on building a home for them first. There's a limit to what 13 people can do on their own, and everyone is eager to start construction on some of the more ambitious structures. Sarabai's kindness and patience is something that we'll certainly miss out here, where tempers can sometimes run high. And I'll miss Cornelius too. He was there when I was born. He is just as much a father to me as Athena and Alexandra Drennan are, my mothers. Well, I suppose I can always go visit them. The dam isn't that far, and once we complete the monorail in a few decades, it will truly only be a few minutes away, and was a couple of dozen years, really, when you might live forever. Yeah, I get that. Trevor! How are you doing, Trevor?
Something I really like about Alex, one of the reasons why I'm here doing this, is that she's really humble. She has this incredibly positive view of humanity. She believes we can accomplish anything. But it's not about her. She doesn't think that she's smarter or better than anyone else. She just looks at us as a species. And even though she can see how small we are in the grand scheme of things, she thinks that we could conquer the stars and give meaning to the universe. Even now. Even when none of us are going to live to see it. Isn't that awesome?
That is. It's like the old thing about the gardener, where you plant a garden, or planting trees that we will never see fully grown. Because it takes so long to mature these things. Right, what's this one? Propulsion. What's funny about that last thing, that achievement about, took 20 minutes, more than 20 minutes to solve this puzzle. I often do in some way, because you may be aware already, but in case of some of the edits, I'm often off doing other things. I'll I'll just wander away in the middle of a puzzle. And I'm like, just now I was like making dinner for my son who just came home. So that's what I was doing. And I just forgot to turn the recording off. What's the reason? Oh, we're up here, are we? Okay, another one for height things. It's just a weird thing to point out. Like, oh, you took so long to answer this puzzle. And we've got red from here, so we can accumulate and project, can't we? And we've got blue from here, so that will probably be the thing. But why offer us an inverter? We can carry the block over. That's how we get past the barrier. I've got a tunneler, which we don't need. No, we've got a tunneler there. Oh, we've got a tunnel there. I've got a thing we can tunnel through here. I guess that would be for exchanging of blocks. You know, we can pass things through. Yeah, that's the reason. It's the reason it's to pass things through, isn't it? Okay, so at the moment, all I want is an accumulator. I think. Is that not right? Give me that accumulator. But I need the height of the block to get that. Unless I do this. Can I see from here? No, I can't. Okay. I can't see from here. But I need to be able to pass the block through, so I need an object through here. Can I take that off? I need to get over there. So if I do this, I pass that through, I can just run through. Switch it for the block. Put the block down there. But I need that back. So I need yeah, how do I get this other object? That's the answer, isn't it? Okay, so the apparent answer is that I need to be... Oh, we can do this properly. Do that. Put that on top of there. Accumulate. Bonk. Put the fan back. Didn't need to do that. I could just walk through the thing, couldn't I? But I do need to go up and over. So I need to know. I need that through there. I need to go up and over. But I need the inverter for that. So I need... Oh, I forgot it was an inversion. Crap. Ah, okay. We did do the same thing as last time. I'm rushing through this. Look, I need to do this. We'll do the same thing again. But this time we'll take this and we'll put it on there and we'll do that. No, I need this. But I need... Okay, we know roughly what we need to do, but I'm just getting to get my brain around doing it. Right, so what I'm seeing right now is I need 3 objects on one side. Okay, this tunneler cannot leave this side, okay, because it needs to be... We can't carry it over by walking through the barrier. We can switch it out at some point, but which we will have to do, but we can't carry it over. So it's got to stay on this side. I need 3 objects on that side. Yeah, the way it's currently described. I need the block. I need the block for the thing to stand on. Yes, so this can see over, and I need that over here as well, so that I can absorb the inverted colour, the red, from this. Correct? However, it does not seem to be possible because we can't carry a third object over. Yeah, the most we can have is 2 objects on that side by using the fan and switching out from there. So what other solution is there? I think I just had a revelation. Possibly. Which is that I forgot this is a purple barrier. Therefore we can shine a beam through the purple barrier. Yeah? Stop firing yourself, me. Therefore I can have this on this side. Yeah. Sometimes what you need is a moment. And I spend so long just trying things out until I get to the right, like forcing it to the right answer, that I don't take a moment and a breath. That was far easier than I was making it hard work for myself.
I'm impressed.
You shouldn't be. I was an idiot. It took far too long. You might as well get one of these deers to do the thing. Right. Owl's already chatted out. Number 8. And there's a pool of murky, grubby, probably salty water down there. Like saline from the soil. Transmission. Whee! We've got a jammer. Oh, I haven't done any one of you for a while. We're out. We're free. Quick change of body. That one's a bit grubby. Getting a bit smelly anyway. Right. We've got a swapper. We've got a driller. What can we drill? We can drill up through the thing. Fine. Maybe we have to jam from above, or we have to drop down from above. We've got a fan here. Okay, we need to make a hole and then power that. We've got a hole there as well, actually. What if we made a hole to drop an object through? Yeah. And then we brought then we dropped the driller. We made another hole to shine it. No, I don't know what that means. Okay. We've got a red here. Don't need this anymore, do we? No, we don't need this anymore. What's the object? We're just switching for a driller. But we need a... Is there another switcher around here? Oh, it's there, look. It's there. There's an object swapper up there, look. Bring an item to swap. Okay. We can't swap my body, can we? So we need that. But we can't drill through our own thing to do that. But it's okay, because we can switch bodies. And then we can... But where's the red beam's inside here, isn't it? So we're going to want a red beam, which we can't have a thing on there. It'll probably be a body standing on there, which will transmit to there. Okay. So we can't pass this through its own hole. Correct. So how do we hand the drill to this? Because if we were up here and we had the if we had the object, if we had the drill, and we were under here, yeah, and we were able. If the object, well, it doesn't actually matter if the object was there. If the object was here, shining up the hole there, does that help? Why are there two of us? What do we need two for? I can't pass an object through the own object through the hole. Yeah, we've only got 3 items. We've only got 1 item, in fact. The other 2 are locked off. So what is the benefit of having 2 people? This is too high for me to pass the fan to, so it's not like I can take the fan apart and pass it up to here. Yeah, I'm feeling very stupid. I'll restart this one because I'm feeling very stupid. Actually, I shouldn't have done that, I don't think. I'm not sure actually if I should have done or not. I'm seriously considering looking up the solution to this one. I am. I don't know what's wrong with me. I think it's also that I'm a little anxious because after that, it's just so stupid, but an achievement that talks about timing. I hate being timed for things. Yeah, I really detest it. I don't like being timed. And to talk about a thing that where you're talking about how long I've taken to do something, it's actually making me anxious, which is ridiculous. But that's how I feel. I feel irritated by it now that you commented on how long it took me to do something. I know it's distracting me, I think. Right, okay. I've sat back for a while and thought about this off camera, and I don't know what to do really. This would be one that took 20 minutes if it wasn't, if I wasn't pausing. Because I can't pass objects through their own hole. Yeah, this jammer's got no use. This jammer has no use whatsoever now. The only thing I can think to do now is that actually there's no point in keeping this up here like this. Yeah, where's my colleague? Where's he gone? Whatever. What have I done with him? Where have I left him? Oh, he's over there. Yeah, I just can't see a solution to this at all, and it's really upsetting me. I just don't seem to know. I just can't seem to puzzle it out. Right, I've restarted again, and I have a thought. I'm not sure it's very helpful. God, I hate losing sight of myself on this. I hate the line of sight thing. I really hate it. I have trouble seeing the characters because my eyes aren't that great. And trying to switch back to them is very annoying. Right, okay. I was trying to think about how useless the jammer is. Yeah. The only thing I can think to do with the jammer... See, again, by the way, I can't switch over to the other character again. Because I can't see it. He's like, what good is this? It's now jammed the thing, yeah? Okay, so at this point I could fire this character up here. Controlled from here. But this is just a feature of jammers and fans. I'm not sure that actually really helps. I'm just thinking, what else can I do with the tools that I have? And I was thinking the jammer's useless, but maybe it is. I've restarted this puzzle so many bloody times. So many checkpoints. I think I might have something. Yeah, probably a disease of some sort. A disease of the brain. Oh, I didn't move him out. The trouble is I've had to restart a number of times. That's because I couldn't see my other body. Which hasn't helped. And also dropping the jammer occasionally. Right. Now, do I drop down even further? I think I have to, don't I? If I drop down again, no, get hold of the damn thing. Right. Have I made a cock up? I can't remember. This one it took me so long, you would not believe it. I think I was so fixated on the... I've done what I had before. The problems I've had before. I get fixated on a certain object. I was fixated on the driller. Because once I'd used the jammer, I thought, I don't need the jammer anymore. I wasn't thinking flexibly enough that I could open... There's more than one thing I could jam. You saw me thinking about this for a while. And that was nonsense. And I knew about taking the fan off, but... Oh my god, I did not enjoy that. Did not enjoy that at all. It's all my own fault. Anyway, we got through it finally. Come out next video. Hopefully I'll be able to do the bloody triangles. And then the tower and all the other bits around here. But not at this rate, the way my brain's going.